everyone! You know what I love? Project Sekai. What I don't love? The moments in Project Sekai that make us all cringe, which is when covers in this game are bad. Today, let's talk about the worst covers in Project Sekai. The only disclaimer here is that my evaluation is if the singer sounds flat, off-key, poorly mixed, or even not tuned in the case of the Vocaloid. I'm not going to be including a song or character just because I don't like them. Because that's biased, let's be real. I also looked into Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, and other social media just to kind of help me gauge that I wasn't crazy in my assessment that these are bad covers. Alright, let's get started. If there was ever a demonstration on how shitty the NT voice banks from Krypton are, it would be this Sekai cover of Ghost Rule with Meiko. There's a Luca cover too, but I feel like Meiko is even worse because Meiko has always been kind of advertised and known as a more powerful voice bank compared to Luca and Miku. On top of this cover being incredibly choppy due to the NT voice banks having horrible phonetic pronunciation, Meiko's voice is just too damn soft, and whoever made this cover tried to compensate by having her sing way out of her range in hopes that it'll work in making her sound more powerful the way it works for Miku and Rin. Yeah, for some reason they don't credit who does these covers, but I know for a fact Deco27 didn't do this because this is completely missing his tuning and mixing style. Like, I don't mean to sound rude here, but this sounds worse than the Vocaloid covers I made as a gosh damn teenager. I mean, one look back on my channel and you know my own Vocaloid covers were absolute dog shit. So you can imagine how bad this cover has to be to make mine look good. I think the biggest issue is just relying on the NT engine for Meiko when Meiko NT looks like she'll remain unreleased due to the backlash of Miku NT. I get that it's easier to make Vocaloid content for this game's dialogue with the NT voice banks, but constantly relying on them for the music? I don't know. Meiko V3 is phenomenal, and I don't understand why Krypton clings so heavily to the NT lineup when it's clearly not working. If you want to listen to a Meiko cover of Ghost Rule that ate so hard it left no crumbs behind, I highly recommend Adam Edmonds' cover. The mixing, tuning, and vocal editing of Meiko gives her so much emotion and power that it left me with chills. Overall, this cover is so bad that I consider it offensive to my girl Meiko. Again, another massive issue of the NT voice bank sounding completely flat. And this is even worse in a song with excessive tuning to give Rin and Len so much expression that it can sound like they're speaking and then singing with such cutesy passion. This song is so cutesy and lively that you need to rely on some pretty heavy tuning to make this song work. I mean, the reason the Wonderland Showtime cover of this song works so well and sounds so adorable is because of the excellent tuning of Rin and Len's vocals. We come to the same kind of issue I mentioned in the Ghost Rule cover earlier, where they both sound extremely choppy and flat. With a song as cutesy as Nikori Survey Team theme, you need lively sound or this song falls flat on its face and sounds worse than someone's first V2 Miku cover. The thing is that on paper, Miku and Luca should have been more than capable of singing this song. I've heard Wonderful Opportunity songs with Miku and Luca before. Hell, I'm pretty sure I've tuned some myself that I never posted, so I know they work. But whoever the hell is in charge of the tuning and mixing for these Vocaloid NT covers must be some kind of newbie to the engine and audio mixing with Vocaloids. At most, this cover sounds like something I'd expect from someone so new to the Vocaloid editor that they don't even know what tuning and mixing is, so the product ends up sounding, well, like this. It's not like I'm purposefully being mean here, but my goodness, it's not that hard to make good Vocaloid covers. Sadly, I can't find a cover of Nikori Survey Team theme that someone did with Luca and Miku, but the Wonderland Showtime version is so adorable that I'd listen to it any day over Luca and Miku's version at the end of the day. This is actually one of my favorite Halloween Vocaloid songs, so I don't really understand what went wrong here. In theory, More Jump's girls should have been more than capable to handle this song's range and tone, but for some reason this cover feels like it fell flat on its face. Like, I keep listening back and forth between the original and the More Jump cover to figure out what makes this cover really meh and kinda bad. It's definitely not the singing. All the More Jump girls sing beautifully, but I think it's that everyone but LITTY sounds really bored. There's also a lack of auto-tune, which this song technically did need in some segments to make the part flow. It's hard to explain, but it's actually adding a cutesy choppy to it. I don't know, I've done a cover of Happy Halloween myself with Kayuki, so I know that a soft voice doesn't work with this song, along with sounding too flat. Yeah, I made the same mistake of using a voice way too soft, but you know, even I make mistakes. Maybe that's the issue. I think the song needed more cutesy voices. I mean, I know this isn't a crossover song unless it's with siblings in Project Sekai like Saki and Sukasa or Ena and Akito, but I think a song with Emu and LITTY would have worked best. If only because I feel like LITTY sang the song the best, but damn, Haruka and Shizuku did not hit it right. Again, super weird when More Jump have gorgeous singing voices. Overall, this cover just falls really flat. It's like those bootleg generic chocolates at the dollar store, if we're going on the Halloween allegory. Like, it just tastes really bland, and like, something is clearly missing. This is one of my favorite Neru songs, so maybe I'm just biased in that I love the original with Rin, as well as covers featuring Len V4X, but I feel like this cover is just kinda meh. It's weird, because Leonid can sing powerful songs, and even the beginning of the song isn't bad, but when it hits the chorus, that's when I feel like it really feels like these girls did not get the assignment. This is a power-heavy song by Neru. This song is basically written as a cry for help from a student about the intense stress the school puts them under, and so that main verse needs powerful vocals to convey that desperation. In Shiho's case, she doesn't sound like she's frustrated or begging for someone to listen the way Rin sounds in the original, or even Len does in covers. She sounds so flat and matter-of-fact, like she's singing a completely different song. Ichika isn't terrible, but again, that's not enough power to her voice despite the tone of the song. Even weirder is that she's more than capable of singing in a powerful tone. Ichika's voice actress has that talent in her, unless this was an early cover where her voice actress wasn't fully used to the genre Leonid sing, maybe? This song also just doesn't fit Leonid to me. This is a song about how much pressure the Japanese school system puts on students, and how you're told to grow up and just face the stress as though it isn't swallowing you whole. I can't see this fitting the Leonid girls when they all do well in school and never once face any actual issues with school. Night Court at 2500 on the other hand fits this song perfectly, and the vocals of the girls would work well here, especially Mizuki, Ena, and Mafuyu. This song describes Mafuyu perfectly. Hell, some of the lyrics even feel like something Mafuyu would say in an event story. Like Ena and Mizuki, who yes are both half homeschooled, Ena due to her art I think, and Mizuki due to a fear of bullying for her identity, there's also a whole ass story dedicated to Mizuki not liking school and fearing it a little. Like, what more do you need? There's the one thing that I think is a problem with Project Sekai overall, and it's that they pick the genre of the song to fit instead of the song's meaning. I mean, we can all agree that although the cover is pretty damn good, Wonderland Showtime does not fit the theme of becoming potatoes in the slightest. Overall, the song is just really bleh when the Leonid girls sound mainly bored, the mixing isn't terribly good, and overall the song just doesn't fit who they are. No honorable mentions this time because I think all other Project Sekai covers fall into 3 categories. 1. For the love of all that's holy and pure in this world, stop using Miku NT for goodness sake. 2. Shiho really needs to just stick to playing bass because she can be a really flat singer. 3. Well, it has to do with the grand finale. Speaking of which, now to the grand finale of this video, the cover in this game that makes me want to throw hands with the team's decisions. Good lord, Sukasa sounds so bad in this song. No shame to his actor, because he obviously can be a very good singer, as seen in Mr. Showtime and It's a Wonderful Cat Life, but my gosh, he is not meant to sing a rock song like this. I noticed the singer works best in lively, cutesy sounding songs, like Sukasa kills it with The World Hasn't Even Started Yet by Pinocchio P, Booty Cootie Dance by Hinata Electric Works, and It's a Wonderful Cat Life by Nem. This is a damn disaster to me. The beginning he sounds fine, but as soon as he gets into those higher ranges we've seen both Eve and Rui kill, Sukasa sounds extremely off-key and like he's singing more of the harmony rather than the main vocals for the song. I think it's putting too much cutesy pop into a song that's meant to be more like a soft rock without so much cutesy bouncing to it. I couldn't even make it to the end while listening to it as I write this video. Gosh, it doesn't help that the Rui version of this song is absolutely flawless. It's funny how in lore Sukasa is supposed to be the best singer in the group, but in game Rui and Nene are the best singers in the group. Seriously, every Rui cover slaps so hard, and I'm not just saying that because Rui is one of my favorite characters either. Like, every Sukasa solo I listen to, it's so rare to hear Sukasa actually sound good. It's so weird because, like, we're supposed to get the star of the show vibes when he sings because he's the leader of this Sekai team, technically. So I don't get why he sounds more like he needs to stick to the group and background vocals rather than being the main vocal. Mr. Showtime, despite being a group cover, is Sukasa's best song, and it's because the song uses Sukasa's actor's vocals to the best of his capabilities, and so he ends up sounding fantastic. Like, you try to force someone into a range that doesn't work for them, it doesn't fit, and you end up with nonsense like literary nonsense. Some say, meaning-wise, it doesn't fit Wonderland Showtime either, but I'll play devil's advocate here because the song is about letting go of the seriousness of yourself and accepting the nonsense, which kinda the second theme of Sukasa's introduction story of Wonderland Showtime, because he was taking the role of the star way too seriously and forgetting to have fun while he worked. That's just me though. Obviously Eve's songs are extremely open to interpretation a lot of the time, so up to you how you perceive this song and if it fits Wonderland Showtime. Anyway, Sukasa's vocals in most solo covers just highlight that the team really need to stop forcing their singers to sing out of their range and genre, because you end up with a major Sukasa problem. Everyone makes jokes about how Sukasa having the worst songs in Project Sekai is for a reason, and it's because his range is so poorly utilized by the team. Enough about me trash talking poor Sukasa Tenma though, which is sad for me because I actually adore his character. What songs do you think are awful in Project Sekai? I'm curious to know, since I know everyone's tastes are so different and music tastes are just really wide, so I'm curious. If you guys want me to do a best Project Sekai covers, by the way, please let me know down below, and please be sure to support this video by sharing it around and expressing your thoughts. As always, let me know down below. Hey guys, thanks for watching! If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. If any of you would like to help support my channel in any possible way, my Ko-fi page is down below in the description, along with all of my social media. For any subscribers, new or old, who'd like to help with video ideas, or maybe just want to talk about anime or something, I have a fan server link down below. See you next time!